and welcome. A BJP two-day meeting to decide the strategy for the Lok Sabha elections with the slogan "Ab ki baar phir se Modi Sarkar" is currently underway. The Prime Minister speaking there. Listen.
सुमधुर भाषिणी सुखदां वरदां मातरं वन्दे मातरं वन्दे मातरं वन्दे मातरं भारत माता की भारत माता की।
All right, my colleague Pooja Shali, in fact, is with us on the phone line. I believe that place you're at, completely packed, Ram Leela Maidan. The Prime Minister is believed, the speech is believed to be setting the tone for what the BJP is going to do over the next 100 days. Pooja?
Well, that's right. This is a massive meeting that has started already at Ram Leela grounds. About 12,000 members, we have been told, are going to gather, and it will very clearly focus, one, on general elections as a strategy and what needs to be done. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be delivering the concluding speech, and Amit Shah, as the BJP president, has inaugurated this National Council. It will, of course, highlight what the government has done, so all the achievements, all the successful measures, but also perhaps it will be telling its whether it is members of parliament, whether it will be the members of the party, telling them what needs to be done right away.
Okay, stay with me because joining us from the spot, Poulomi Saha is also live with me now. Over to you, Poulomi. What are you hearing from your BJP sources?
Yes. Well, basically, the BJP National Council, the two-day National Council for the 2019 elections, which officially blows the poll bugle as far as the Bharatiya Janata Party's election campaign is concerned, is now open. It has been inaugurated by Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Party President Amit Shah, as well as party veterans L.K. Advani and Murli Manohar Joshi. Flag hoisting, the national song has happened, and now in just a short while from now, the presidential address, which is by the party president Amit Shah, will happen. So today, of course, we're expecting that there'll, of course, be a condolence resolution as well, which will be adopted today because of party veterans who passed away, unfortunately, in 2018, which includes, of course, former Prime Minister A.B. Vajpayee, senior Union Minister, former Union Minister Anand Kumar, and other leaders of the party. There will be condolence resolution, which will in fact be followed by two resolutions, which will be adopted by the party over there. This is the National Council of the Bharatiya Janata Party, which is the largest body as far as the party is concerned. So several leaders of the party, including chief ministers from states, state party presidents, district presidents, and top leaders from across the BJP's political spectrum have gathered over here in Delhi's Ram Leela Maidan. Close to 12,000 to 14,000 individuals who are present over here. So this officially will, chalk out the strategy for the party in the upcoming elections. Tomorrow there will be another resolution, the third resolution, which will be adopted before the valedictory address, which will be delivered by Prime Minister Narendra Modi at about 12:30 in the afternoon, where he will be giving out to his party cadres the mantra for the Bharatiya Janata Party going ahead into these very crucial elections. So there will be, of course, a resolution which will, adopt, there'll be a Thanksgiving resolution, if you may, to the government, to the Prime Minister, because of the passage of the quota bill in a parliament through the Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. So that's a big initiative which has been taken by the government of India, and that is something that the BJP believes will in fact bear them a lot of fruit on the ground as they go ahead into poll mode.
Other than the fact that the larger election strategy is going to be chalked out. The resolutions that the party passes are significant usually in the National Council because they set the tone of what the focus areas are going to be. What are you learning from your sources? What are the specifics that the party is going to focus on this time with 90 days left for elections? Paulomi.
Well, Padmaja, usually there are three resolutions which are adopted, which is the program schedule for this two-day National Council as well. One would be on the subject of agriculture, one would be an economic resolution, and then there'll be a political resolution as well. The political resolution obviously will deal with the party's poll strategy. It remains to be seen if Ram Mandir finds a mention as far as the resolutions are concerned, because the government has made it absolutely clear that the Ram Mandir definitely remains, one of their biggest poll planks and promises to their vote bank. But the fact is that the judicial process is underway, and it is a matter which is sub judice, and hence they will, go with that for the moment, and there will not be any legislative action or ordinance which will be brought forward by the government because of, the sentiments on the ground. But they will, of course, reiterate their commitment as far as the Ram Mandir is concerned. So the political resolution will lay out that. The economic resolution will talk about the measures which have been taken by the government of the day in order to benefit the poorest of the poor and the middle class of the country, be it, their various schemes like Mudra, like Ujjwala, like the Saubhagya program. All of these will find a mention over there in terms of government policies that have clicked with the vote bank on the ground. Because at the end of the day, Padmaja, this is a message that they're sending out to their leadership across the country, and then they will, of course, want it to percolate down to the cadres, the booth level workers, in terms of what is the message that they need to go to the people with. They have suffered a few setbacks in the recent assembly elections in Chhattisgarh, in Madhya Pradesh, in Rajasthan, and they do want that to stay at just that, at 3.
Okay, in fact, I believe the BJP president is speaking now, so let's listen in, Paulomi.
दो ऐतिहासिक फैसले करे। एक, देश के अगड़े समाज के युवाओं की सालों से एक मांग थी कि जो आर्थिक रूप से निर्बल है वो युवाओं को कहीं न कहीं शिक्षा के क्षेत्र में और नौकरी में आरक्षण दिया जाए। भारतीय जनता पार्टी की नरेंद्र मोदी सरकार ने न केवल कैबिनेट में फैसला करा, दोनों सदनों में ये बिल को पारित कराकर करोड़ों युवाओं के स्वप्न को साकार करने का काम किया है। और मैं मानता हूं कि संविधान के निर्माण के बाद जो महत्वपूर्ण संविधान संशोधन हुए हैं, उसमें से एक महत्वपूर्ण संशोधन 124वां संशोधन है। और इसलिए हम सब देश भर से आए हुए कार्यकर्ता भारतीय जनता पार्टी के प्रधानमंत्री, सरकार के प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी को बहुत बहुत अभिनंदन और बधाई देते हैं। एक दूसरा फैसला, जीएसटी के कानून के तहत जीएसटी लागू होने के बाद हर जीएसटी बैठक में एक के बाद एक चीजों के, एक के बाद एक वस्तुओं के दाम कम करना, सरलीकरण करना और जो टीथिंग प्रॉब्लम थे, शुरुआती दिक्कतें थी, इसके निवारण के लिए हमेशा काम किया है। मगर कल जो जीएसटी की बैठक, काउंसिल की बैठक हुई, उसमें एक महत्वपूर्ण सरकार फैसला मोदी सरकार ने लिया। श्री अरुण जी की अध्यक्षता में हुई बैठक के अंदर ये निर्णय किया गया है कि 40 लाख तक जिसका टर्नओवर है उनको जीएसटी के अंदर छोटे व्यापारी और छोटे उद्योगों को अपना रजिस्ट्रेशन कराने की जरूरत नहीं है, उन पर जीएसटी नहीं लगेगा। और कंपोजिट टैक्स की जो मर्यादा 1 करोड़ तक सीमित थी, उसको भी 1.5 करोड़ तक किया गया। 1.5 करोड़ के टर्नओवर वाले जो कंपोजिट टैक्स की स्कीम को स्वीकार करते हैं, उनको 1.5 करोड़ तक सिर्फ और सिर्फ 1% टैक्स भरना पड़ेगा। मैं मानता हूं इस देश के करोड़ों छोटे व्यापारी और लघु उद्योगों के लिए ये बहुत बड़ा फैसला है। और मैं पूरे सदन को कहना चाहता हूं मित्रों, ये 2 बड़े फैसले एक ही सप्ताह में प्रधानमंत्री जी के नेतृत्व में अपनी सरकार ने दिए हैं। आज हम सब इकट्ठा होकर भारतीय जनता पार्टी के करोड़ों कार्यकर्ता और देश के करोड़ों नागरिकों की ओर से प्रधानमंत्री जी को बहुत बहुत बधाई देते हैं और मेरे साथ पार्लियामेंट्री बोर्ड के सभी मेंबर और सभी मुख्यमंत्री प्रधानमंत्री जी का धन्यवाद करने के लिए उनका स्वागत करेंगे। आप सभी से निवेदन है, अपने स्थान पर खड़े होकर इस फैसले का सम्मान करें, प्रधानमंत्री जी को धन्यवाद दें।
बोलो भारत माता की, भारत माता की। मैं अभी इस राष्ट्रीय अधिवेशन में देश भर से आए हुए सभी प्रतिनिधियों के लिए स्वागत करने हेतु दिल्ली प्रदेश के अध्यक्ष श्री मनोज तिवारी से अनुरोध करता हूं कि स्वागत भाषण करें।
भारत माता की। राष्ट्रीय अधिवेशन में भारतीय जनता पार्टी के इस राष्ट्रीय अधिवेशन में उपस्थित हमारे न सिर्फ दुनिया की सबसे बड़ी पार्टी बल्कि विश्व शांति के लिए कार्य कर रही, गरीबों को समर्पित, सबका साथ सबका विकास सोचने वाली भारतीय जनता पार्टी के राष्ट्रीय अध्यक्ष श्री अमित शाह जी विपरीत परिस्थितियों में भारत के गौरव को अपने पराकाष्ठा पे पहुंचा रहे विश्वमान्य नेता, देश के यशस्वी प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी, हमारे संसदीय दल के सभी आदरणीय सदस्यगण, सभी प्रदेशों के भारतीय जनता पार्टी के तरफ से मुख्यमंत्रीगण, राष्ट्रीय पदाधिकारीगण, सभी मोर्चों के पदाधिकारीगण, सभी सांसद, विधायक, पार्षदगण, सभी प्रदेशाध्यक्षगण।
Thanks for watching the video. For more such news and updates, please like, share and subscribe to India Today. Also check out our other great videos from our channel. We know you would love to.